Alright, so welcome back. So in this particular session, we'll be trying to work on the tree session, right? So we have done for French, for Deutsch, and for Russian, right? So we want to add tree to it. So let's see how to do that. So we have my tree page here, and then I'll be using LLMs to generate our list of data, right? So as you know, the data we are using, like if you look at the Deutsch, you have the term and then the English term. So we'll be using the same approach for our LLM, right? So this is the plate that we have here. Then inside here, I'm going to add an action. I'm going to import my pop-up theme. So pop-up, the name, I gave it a custom theme. Remember that there was a custom theme I gave. So pop-up menu, I can spell pop-up menu, pop-up menu button. This is the name. I want to show you what I mean. This is what I'm trying to use, right? So this is the pop-up button to give us the theme. So I'm going to import this to give us the theme for the tree, so that we can switch between light mode and dark mode. And I have to put it here, right? So that we have it here. Then I need to import this from my packages, which is the utils. If I save it, it's supposed to have the option to click to submit, right? So this must be a function. So you have it here, right? So that I can switch to lighting. Perfect. Now let's add the search for it. So I'm going to go back to the body, and then as we did earlier on, we're going to add a search field for the body, right? So I'll copy the previous one that we did, and then I'll use it, right? Because we did one for the German, and it's almost the same idea that you're using, so that we don't need to repeat. So I'll copy the data together with the state, and I'll explain. So I'll come to, this is a stateful, right? So inside here, I'll paste it here, right? And then I need to create this particular method, and this method should correspond to how the data is. So the data is here. So I went to Perplexity AI, and I told it to the LLM that I asked this question to create a JSON list with the term, like the term in English of the 100 most common account verbs, right? So, and this is it, right? The AI gave me this, and then I stored it inside a variable. So that's what we want to use. And as it is a list of dictionary. So I'll come down here, and I need to create that option here. So it's going to be my final, then it's going to be a list. So let's take off this and let's work on it. So just as we had here, so like we had, I come down to this option, it's the same argument, right? So I'll copy that one here, right? So we have this option here, and then we'll be pasting our data, this data that we had, into our file. So I pasted it here. So if I come down here to my G data, I already pasted it there. I'll copy this one. Some of them are repeated, but I'll copy it, and then I'll use it inside my that app. Right, perfect. So that we have our term there. So let's see if it is working. So nothing is showing now. So now what I need to do is that I need to return the data right inside my body. So as usual, let me close off all the ones that we are not using yet. Save. Then let's add it, right? So I'll come down here, then I'll pick the same thing. Since it's the same, right? Since it's the same, if I check this one, it's still the same thing we are using. I'm just going to use the same idea, right? So that we don't need to repeat ourselves. So in case you want to get the flow of it, I just copy and paste, right? And this I have already generated, and I'll explain it here. So I'm going to create a body. Then inside the body, I'm going to paste in my widget, right? So what I'm doing is that I'm creating a test field. So if I go to here, we have my test field, which is this test field here, right, with all the style. And then I'm passing the search filter function So the filter function is like this. So it's if there is no such term, if it's empty, return everything. So as you can see, if I start typing something here, we want to search for that particular term, right? And then convert to lowercase, so that whether it is uppercase the person typed or lowercase the person is typing, we can get our term, right? So that is the basic idea. Then we are using set state because it's very important, because we are inside the stateful widget. We want to preserve the state, right? And manage the state. So if I go back and I go with Hunu, so Hunu is there. If I click on it, we have C. And as you can see, the expansion is like this. So we are looping through the entire stuff, specifying the out term count, and then we are creating a card. So that is what's giving us this. And then we are using an expansion tile that gives us the option of being able to expand it up and down. And then we have the terms, right? So this thing, if I can just change this one with the cons, then perfect. So if I come down here, I can go back to the tree. You have the tree term. I can search for a word like, let's say, eat. I'm surprised there's no word like eat. So let's see another word like do. Man, some of them are funny. Love. Some of them I don't know why it doesn't work. So love, it's supposed to find love. This is love, right? Maybe I'm searching it in the wrong way. Yeah. Oh, okay. I see. Here we are searching for the tree term and getting English, but I think I can switch it. We want to search for the English term, right? Because most people don't know tree. So I'll have to set this one to English. And then I will, yeah. So now if I come back here and I search for, let's say, do. So let's say love. So now it's working, right? You can search across. In case you want to search across, all you have to do is that you just have to pipe this content, right? You just have to pipe it. So just like we did for the Russian phrase, we piped it together. Like, so in case you want to search through that, you just have to pipe it. So if the word contains this or this or this, right? So we can also do the same thing for our tree term here. Perfect. Okay, so that is cool. The app is working. Very nice. So we have been able to build a tree side of it. And then we have gotten the Russian, right? We have gotten the French and then German. Perfect. I'll come back to the home page. So now we have to work on the search feature, right? So this search is going to be search across the entire stuff, not just only tree. So what I want to do is that I would want to combine all of them. So combine all of them for the search. So combine all of these things for the search. So I'm going to go down here to my data, my miscellaneous. I'm going to create another file. I'm going to call it as JSON, right? So let's call it as verbs data.json, right? So I'll call it as all verbs. This is going to be a combination of all of them, so I'll copy them one after the other. So I'll copy this one, paste it here, take off this, go back to French. Okay, let's go with German first. So I need to go here and take off this, put a question mark, exclamation, not question mark but comma. Then so I've gotten tree. I'm thinking of an idea in which I have I want to be able to, this is searching across, right? But I was thinking of an idea in which we have the term like this. So this is the term, and this is English, and then we have the language there, right? The original language for the term, so that we can switch and see the language, the original language. Yeah, that is a good idea. Let's do the one for tree. I can quickly do that. Let's see let me show you what I mean. I'll open this one, and then inside here, forever I see the term, I'm going to select all the term, right? Then I'm going to go this way, get the term. It will still say the same. Then I'm going to specify the language. So this is going to be tree, right? And then this will be language. Yeah. So that everywhere I see this, I'm going to replace it with this. Yeah, something like this is what I want, right? So now we have the language there, and then tree. So I'll copy this one, and let's use that one for the JSON. So I'll have to start again. Perfect. So we have the verbs here. So we have the language, the original language, and then the term. So this is off. Let me take off this. So the tree, I'll close the tree. I'll do the same thing for the German. So I'll copy the German, create another empty file, do the same search. This is where we can use AI to help us with that. So now I'm looking for the term, right? And I'm passing the term Deutsch. So German, most people know German instead of Deutsch. Yeah. Okay, I picked the wrong one. Yeah, don't worry, we'll still use it. Right, so German, and then this is the Deutsch one, right? So I can just copy this because this is more than this is the one generated by the AI. I'll close this, save this one, the same thing, replace everywhere I find this with this, copy this, go to here, then we'll paste it. So based on this thing that we are doing now the German will be more. Now let's take the one from the AI. This is okay. So I'll take off this. I hope you get the point of what I'm doing. And for the we have gotten German, we need the same for Russian. Okay, so French, yeah. Yeah, let's do the same thing. I'll copy this one. For the French, I will do the same thing. I'm going to paste it here, and I'm going to call it as French, Français. Replace, perfect. And then I want to take off any place that has this number. This will work, but it may cause a problem. Yeah, let's do it. Go back to the verbs here. And then, so I've gotten the French, German, Twi. We need the Russian. So let me copy this Russian, go back to JSON validator, and let's paste it here, process it because it doesn't look nice. We have it here, copy this, then let's paste it back so that this one looks better, right? And then I will do the same. So copy this back to here, take off this, paste. We want to replace where we find the term with Russian, and I think, yeah, this is okay. I can copy this one then I can paste it here. So I'll come back to the top of here. Let's take off this, go to comma, save. Now we have our term there, right? So hopefully everything works as expected. Now how do we format this entire stuff to make it look nicer? So I can copy this, come back here. I'm giving them all my data, but yeah, it's general term. It's a general stuff, so it will not cause any problem. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so now this is going to be my final data, right? So I'll call it as closer verbs data.json, right? So this is all the terms, so language, blah blah blah. So this is perfect. And now this is going to be our master data, right? So we can load it with JSON, and then I'll close off all the ones we don't need nada. So don't save. Can you hear my speaker, right? Then I'll go back to the search. So the tree is working. I'll go back and create a search page. So because the idea is when we go to the search page, we want to be able to search the entire stuff, right? So I will create another search page here. And then I will do the same thing. So let's import package, FLutter, material, then STF, search page, and then this will be a scaffold with an upper of upper with the title of cons, and then I'll put in the test widget, which is going to be my search page. I can pass in my actions, pass in my pop-up menu, not this one, but pop-up menu theme button, right? Yeah, this one, the custom one, so that if I come back to the search, I can get that one. And I am going to create my final list, and then I'm going to call it as terms data. So this is going to be all the data we have. So all the data we have, we can load it with JSON. Oh man, I thought it was going to be perfectly formatted. So it seems the formatter failed, right? I thought it passed. I think it did not work. Yeah, this is better. So that means that this data was not properly formatted. Yeah, it was. So now we have the data there. So let's see if everything is working. So now if I click on this, I want to go to the search page, right? There is no search page yet. So I'll go back to my initial home page, change this one to search page. And then, is that how we spell search? Yeah, search. And then I can just import it. So now if I go back and I click on here, now we should go to the search page. And I'm surprised the search page is not there. So I'm surprised too. So remove. Yeah, okay, perfect. So it's working. So we have it here. And then we would want to show, right? This is as we did. We want to show the search feature. So I'll copy the one we did for the tree. The same thing, nothing changes. So I'll copy everything from the pattern. I mean for this, everything under the scaffold, right? Here. Copy this and then paste it here. So this is going to be my body. Paste it here. Then we need to create this variable. Need to create this variable, right? So I'll just do it from copy everything from here to this particular function. I mean this variable, not function. Then we are done. So this must be fixed, and this must be fixed by specifying the right type, right? So the extension supposed to be here. So this method should comply. So that's why it's failing. So if I come back to here, I need to comply with the method. Yeah, now once I comply with the method, you can see that there is no red anymore, right? So if I save it and I come down here, let's refresh, and then if I come to search, perfect. So this is a general search for every single word, right? So I want to also add the language to it because we only have just two. So we have the search term, we have the tree English, right? So I can also add another style to it. So inside here, I want to add another tile. I want to add another tile for specifying the specific language, right? So that we have just one tile under it to specify the type of language that we have, right? So that is going to be the sub tile. So inside my tile here, we can also have a sub tile. Inside this expansion, I can come down and create a sub tile, right? You can see that there is sub tile, and I'll do the same thing here, right? So the sub tile, and this will be the language. So let's go to language. Now we know the particular language. So tree, right? I can make this one better by saying something like this. We can even give it an icon, right? You can give this a trailing icon. I think there is a way. Now inside the text style, I'm sure we can add an icon. There's a color. What I'm thinking of is adding an icon to to it, right, to show that this is, so we have the English term, so Twi, or I can do it like this. If you want, you can also do it like this. Language, right, and then this entire stuff will be in the format of I'll put this here. So you have the language here, right? So that you have the language there. Perfect. So the language is Twi, so I can just go back again, and if I search for something, this time we are searching for the English term, right? We are searching across the English term. So if I search for something like it, I'm going to get for Twi, so D for Twi, and then be handled. This is funny. No, that's not correct. It's SN, that's what I'm looking for, right? We have it for the German, and let's see if we have the same thing for Russian. So there's French, manger, crier. The reason is searching there is because of within our term there is it here, that is why, right? Yes, so something like this is useful, right? And this is very useful. So we have all the different languages there. That is good. Okay, in case we grouped this data well, I mean, if we grouped it like, if you group it well, so we have like the language and then the particular stuff, it would be easy for us to do that. We can also add another function in which we can just switch, like we just switch that, okay, I want to only search for the specific language Twi, and then it will only search through Twi, right? So that's something we can also do. So very nice. So let's go back here to the search, and then I can change the theme. Let's see, it's working. Perfect. So our app works. So Twi. Perfect. If I type in something, do I see? Yeah, I'm seeing it. Perfect. So we have gotten our feature and it's working as expected. So thank you for watching. See you another time in which you try to beautify this application that you are building. Stay blessed. Bye.